Wednesday, January 8th, Dan Udy, A1 Carpet Care, changing lives one carpet at a time. We've got 7 jobs today, 4 estimates, and I just got off the phone with Angela, and there's a small water loss or flood, emergency water extraction, that we may be adding to as well. So I'm going to go take a peek at that when I get done with this first one. But first things first, this is going to be an awesome episode. You're not going to want to miss a beat. We're doing some upholstery cleaning, and you're going to get to see a very good view of exactly how we do that, why, and don't miss it. So here we are doing some upholstery cleaning. We're applying a detergent, upholstery detergent, to the fiber there, and then agitating it in with a horsehair brush. These chairs came out of a country club, and we wanted to pull them outside, one, for better lighting, and also they're open for business. So we didn't want to disrupt the restaurant traffic or golf community. They have several golfers that come in early to play golf. We did the estimate a few days ago, and this country club actually has 46 of these more formal chairs, and then 78 of the not so fancy ones you'll see here at the end that actually have a cushion on the top and the seat. So before he agreed to have us clean all of them, he wanted to see if he could get 1 or 2 cleaned as a sample, but because our minimum service charge was a lot higher, I recommended that he allow us to clean 11 of them, 10 of these more formal ones, and then 1 of the ones that has the cushion on the back and the seat as well. He was a new owner, and so far as he could tell and we could tell, these have probably never been cleaned before. He's had to do a lot of work since he purchased the new club, and this is just one of the things he thought would be a lot more affordable than replacing. Very similar to the process we use for professional carpet cleaning. Once we apply the detergent and agitate, the next step is to do hot water extraction or steam cleaning. Now, while we have several different upholstery tools, this particular tool is one of our favorites because you can see the actual water as you extract it because of the color of the tool. It's a very translucent material. So we use this one quite often, especially when we're doing car interiors or chairs that are heavily soiled like these, so we can actually see as we come across a spot that may need to be rinsed or extracted more than just one time. Also, similar to carpet cleaning, this is probably the most rewarding step of the process. Since one of us was filming pretty much the entire time, this job, even though we had 3 people on site, was really done with just 2 technicians. And from the time we pulled up to the time we left, we were there about 45 minutes. So pretty good time, including all the different steps we did to get these things clean. In order to show off and impress the client, we picked the nastiest ones we could possibly find, including ones with little paint spots that you'll see toward the end of the video. Overall, the chairs are in pretty good condition, even though the wood could use a retouching or refinishing. But definitely going to be a whole lot cheaper to re-clean these than replace them. So here I am getting my turn on the wand as well. As I was talking to the owner a few days ago, he had told me that he had gotten a couple bar stools reupholstered and was trying to avoid that cost as well because it's so much more than having them professionally cleaned. A very rewarding aspect of our job is being able to professionally clean something that would otherwise be replaced and save our client or customer a whole lot more money. Since owning the company, we have worked for this particular country club about a half a dozen times doing floor cleaning, but this is the first time we were ever hired to clean the upholstery and the first time we'd ever worked for the new owner. And of course, the final step before taking them in is to wipe them down like this. And not only am I trying to remove any moisture or residual solution off of the wood at that point, I'm also wiping down the fabric to remove a little bit more moisture also. Overall, the customers were very, very pleased with the results, and they set up to have the rest of the chairs cleaned for next week. In order to clean all those chairs, we'll probably have 2 vans and at least 4 technicians on that job next week. With 2 vans running, we should be able to finish all 120 odd chairs in less than 3 hours. And the job is priced at just under $1,000. Because proper upholstery cleaning is such a specialty item, and it's a lot more tedious and takes a lot more time to do right, we have to account for that in our pricing structure. Even still, we're very competitive in our pricing in our local market. Back in 2005, I actually built a home and lived in this neighborhood from 2005 all the way up through 2015, at which point we sold the home and moved into the home that we live in now with my parents. The Homeowners Association wasn't super fond of having a small business with so many vans in and out over the years as we continued to grow. So that's one of the reasons we left. But also we were ready for a much larger home, kind of outgrew the one we were in as the business grew. So I knew that we were either going to have to rent commercial space or get a much larger home, hopefully on some property. And so it was a no-brainer to move into the home that we're in now because it's right in the middle of the area in which we operate, and it's on 2 acres, and it's plenty big for our entire family, including my mom and dad. Living in a neighborhood for 10 years while operating the business, driving in and out over and over and over again every single day, we definitely got a lot of clients over the years and still continue to service hundreds and hundreds of homes out in this neighborhood every single year. We tend to do a lot of work in gated communities and country club neighborhoods. One, because we have a really good reputation and come by way of referral. And two, what we found is that most homeowners and folks that rent out in these neighborhoods don't mind paying to continue to maintain their flooring and upholstery throughout the year. Almost without exception, it's a lot more affordable to professionally clean and maintain flooring and upholstery than it is to replace it. Professionally maintaining carpet, floor, and upholstery can usually dramatically extend the lifespan of these textiles. Next, you're about to see a really nice shot of exactly where we're working. Here the sun was starting to peek through the trees, and I just wanted to show you a quick shot of the golf course. Well, really just a little piece of it here, but you get an idea. So Espen, in addition to wiping the chairs down, was also carrying them in so that when we got done, all the chairs were already back inside in the clubhouse. On the back of this last chair here, you can see some yellow paint, or what we thought was probably paint. And the first step, we obviously just sprayed down with the preconditioner and agitated it with the horsehair brush. And the next thing we did was just extracted it over and over again in order to warm the material up really hot. And because this was the last chair we did, the temperature at that tool was over 200 degrees. So after we still were left with a little bit of that yellow paint, we took a solvent called Dissolve All here and put it onto that little tool, which is called a gum getter, and we were able to agitate that solvent into the fiber and remove even more of the paint, as you can see here. And of course, we were not left with perfect results, but way more than what we expected, and our clients were very happy as well. The key to getting happy clients, we found, is to educate the expectations and always undersell and over-deliver. Usually, if we're not 100% certain we'll be able to remove a spot or stain, we generally tell the client that there's a good chance we won't. And that way, in the cases that we are successful, they're very, very pleased with the results, and so are we. Oftentimes, it's not until the very end of the job, when you go to dump the tank like this, that you're able to gain a good appreciation for exactly what you just did and what you were able to extract. As always, once again, I just want to thank everyone very much for taking the time to watch this. Please like, share, and comment below. We would very much appreciate you subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time we have a new video. I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to be able to continue this daily vlogging, but I'd like to commit to at least do it for the next 30 days. My buddy Matt wants me to do it for 40, and I'd really like to do it for an entire year straight.